And I'm still muted. Nailed it. Came in real hot, talking to myself for a good 2 minutes then before I realised anything. Hi, we're live now.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Did we tweet where it was like, oh.
Wow, thanks for the professionalism, Kyle.
I'm really good at this, trust me.
No,
Really good. No, I know.
I found the tweet, but I didn't retweet it.
That's okay. Oh god. Hello Time, how you doing? Hi everyone, I'm Dragons and Cats, I am your host, I am your DM, I have a little kitty here, hello, 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 welcome Muckney Muck 7, hello, welcome, yes, because we're about 18 minutes in, and we're only just starting. Sandstorm, settle down. Good girl, Alright, so, I'm Dragons and Cats, this is the wonderful cast tonight. Let's go do the rounds, and we'll start with Marv.
Hi, I'm Todd. I go by Marv on Twitter, 4Ms. Look me up, I do 3D art and shit. Tonight I'm playing Dane. He's a paladin, and he is the buzzkill of the party.
Hey, but we all love him.
Apparently.
And speaking of love, thank you Alicia for the host, and let's go to you next.
Oh, hello, I'm Lashera. I'm playing Asphyxia, who is a Hellborn Raven Queen Warlock. She isn't the buzzkill, but she just doesn't speak a lot. So she's like also not the hype man. Yeah. We're just doing characters, aren't we? And we'll talk about us later.
Yeah, we'll talk about us.
We don't need to bore people with us.
We don't need to... Exactly. Also with us tonight is Scarlet Muff.
Hello. It's Moth. I'm playing as Celosia, the Fire Genasi monk tonight, who will probably keep running away from her problems or drinking away her problems. It's a problem.
Oh.
But not one I can't run away from.
Unfortunately so. Along with tonight is also Cat Roulette.
Hello, I am Kat or Jimmy. I am playing Adina Faye or Faye. She is a drow bounty hunter. Wait, what level are we?
4.
4. Okay, yeah, I'm a Horizon Walker. Well, she is a Horizon Walker ranger. And she likes to find portals and stuff, and she's looking for her friend Sleeve, who is a cowboy. And I didn't prepare for this at all.
That's perfectly fine, none of us have. Also, finally with us tonight is Viridian Knight.
Hi, I'm Viridian Knight, or V. Tonight I'm playing Philia Roseworld, who is a half-orc, half-tiefling, or a Torque. I think we've dubbed her.
We've dubbed her Torque.
We've dubbed her Torque. And she is a barbarian path of the Ancestral Guardian. And also the one kind of keeping Sia from running away. Other than that, she has no idea what she is doing. And that's it.
And with that, let's dive into tonight's game of Underachievers D&D. So, previously, we joined our party as they awoke in the morning at Dynasty's home within the city of Nightstone. Dane started making himself a wonderful breakfast for the party, while Asphyxia received a vision and had the low. Thank you for the subscription, my friend. Was that too loud? Was the alert too loud? Let me know in chat, just so I can fix that up for you. So, you know, your headphones don't explode your brain. Scarlet, thank you for the resub. Thank you both. So, that means everyone currently with the 3 subscriptions we've had tonight, everyone gets an inspiration die.
like Annie.
Yay!
Yay!
So thank you all so much. So, yes. After the vision of an evil elven warrior that will be released in 2 weeks on the new moon, Xylee then talked to Dane about honor and then spoke to all of those present about Celosia's mark that had manifested on her hand in recent years, but has now finally began to burn and harm her in subtle ways, causing her immense pain and stress. Ophelia,
Hello.
at the Summerhawks, you were told that you should speak with your parents, quote unquote, about your mothers, your true parentage. After then seeing Sia running and screaming, chased after her, parkoured through some across a small lamb paddock, past some sheep, stepped in front of her and calmed her down and gave her a very nice big hug. You then began to make your way back to the market square where the party had already begun to make their way out just to go in search of where Celosia has gone. Faye took to Rule, the horse that she rode a couple of nights ago. That was the... Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much in chat. Thank you. That was owned by one of her previous companions, Sleeve. And after offering a couple of sugar cubes, was able to jump on the horse, and the horse began to walk her towards the gatehouse. While she was riding off, Asphyxia and Xylee, this elven dream weaver of such, this small wood elf that looks no more than 12 years old in size, shape, and stature, made their way towards the Nightstone, where they were looking around for Celosia, when there was a strange tingling down Xylee's back and along with Asphyxia's as well, as you began to see the silhouette of a elven creature within it. The unicorn totem of protection that Xylee was holding, wanting to go talk to Lady Velrosa Nanda about taking it, which was a peace a peace treaty of sorts between both her people and the settlers of Nightstone. Its horn fractured and dropped to the floor as this aura of menace came out of it. Celosia's hand began to burn as she came running over, screaming, "What did you do? What did you do?" We'll bring tonight's game in with that. Now, so the horn's just broken. Oh, good! You're already on the map. Didn't even realize. I'm really good at my job.
So, Dane and Ophelia not there.
Dane, you will see that you are just a little bit up from them. You're still just a little bit nearby the tavern, just to the northeast. You were looking around for her, but through just the majority of people, you weren't really able to see it, but you're close by the tavern. You see that the tavern is only about 200 feet away from you from this position.
Yeah, okay.
Ophelia is as well down by the bottom road that then leads to the massive oval road that leads towards the Nanda Keep. And she is approaching from the Summerhawks residence, which is down that path as well. And Celosia was running off towards the Nightstone. So, my friends, I open the floor to you. Oh, first, Adina Faye, you are technically 60 feet off screen.
Okay.
So, but rear it up, bring the horse around. But you are currently being taken towards the gatehouse. So, the searing pain still burns through your hand, Celosia. Xylee stands there looking at the horn and looking at the silhouette, and then she squats down and goes, no, 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 picks up the horn and then just starts pinging it back, trying to just put it back on, just no, 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 and then stares up. You can both make either a perception check or an insight check.
Oh,
Let's see what I'm better at.
what am I better at?
Yeah, they're both about the same.
I can go proficient.
Oh, that's an 18.
Actually, I'll do perception because I've got a burb on me, so I get advantage with perception.
That is correct.
If I can.
The advantage.
Oh, 22.
You feel you both... Alright, so... Asphyxia, you see a aura of... a dark purple aura begin to emanate out from the stone itself as it begins to give off and radiate this energy. Roll a D100 for me.
Not my days.
And pick high or low. So
Oh wait, I need to say high or low
yes, so
before I roll it. I'm assuming.
before you roll it. So
roll it.
1 to 50 low, 50 to 100
Okay.
high.
I'm gonna say low. Damn it.
You see from this aura dripping off, flowing out of it like a pool of water, these dark shades that then you see it for just a split second, near lightning fast, just and go off underneath the go off across the sun-drenched floor, sun-drenched stone tiles, then to the shades that to your left and to your right. You see around you that there are merchants setting up their wares, getting ready for the day as well. Celosia, your hand burns incredibly painfully. Not doing any physical damage, but more so just to your being. You can feel this aura of dread come from you, like something that's everlasting and will not give in, dominating in a way. You can make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
God, I'm fucking worried already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's good to be stressed.
Where's the 6?
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
I could use advantage, but I want to see what happens.
That
Okay.
was already advantage.
I could use double advantage.
Fuck
Good.
me up, baby.
Okay, good to know. So,
She starts saying, you know, it's really hurting my soul that you're just jamming this horn against this statue. You're not even considering using glue. This is not good for archival purposes.
I don't have any hallow sap on me. I can't put it back together.
Just use your spit like a normal person. It's fine.
And she's just panics. It sits for a second, then falls to the ground. From the silhouette of the cursed ward of the elven silhouette, it then begins to dissipate as this aura glows more intense by the second. The building crowd of the market, and no one takes notice. Any of this light, any of this aura. The baking lady behind you, who is making waffles and crepes, has looked up a couple of times at Asphyxia, but more in distaste than anything else. She's gone back about her work. Asphyxia and Celosia, you feel a hostility coming towards you both. Not only just from the Nightstone ahead of you, but from the shadows themselves of the awnings that the markets have set up to protect themselves from sunlight. You then hear a horrifying roar. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Well, that wasn't my stomach.
Okay, who's with me? We blame Sierra on this, right?
We can, if you want.
Just set regular, no advantage. Or do I get disadvantage?
Yes, you will receive disadvantage there. So let's see.
Okay.
20.
Oh, sorry, that didn't click. That didn't click with disadvantage.
That's okay. We'll just roll it. There you go.
Yeah. 11sies.
11sies. Okay, coolio. Let me just set up the music. So, while this has all been going down, everyone else has just been chilling out. I'm assuming Celosia, Ophelia has been getting closer.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Faye has been getting further away then?
I'd say because of the people, she's had to be like, oh no, holding up just a little bit. Okay, so let's just have a quick look-see at what we got here. So, Ophelia with 13. Dane with a 18. So, let's see. So, Celosia, you go into a mass panic. You now become horribly frightened of everyone and everything around you. Everything is a horrible, horrible creature. A sense of dread permeates from everything around you.
So what you're saying is that I'm not Sia anymore, I'm just me.
Yeah.
You said to pull on them heartstrings.
That's not pulling at heartstrings, that's just calling me out.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
true.
I'm sorry. Does this? I assume this includes Ophelia. I wasn't paying attention.
Actually, you just saved.
Oh, good. Okay, I wasn't sure.
It's me,
It's
your girl, your regular Monday night failure.
no.
That really is all of us, hey?
Yes.
It is, as the kids say, a big mood.
Okay, so I just need to do something real quick. Wonderful.
Sia just looks up, looks around, sits down on her ass, then lies back and just not dealing with any of it.
In the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, yep.
After hearing the noise, I want to make my way over to the fucking Nightstone, like, at haste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ophelia's. Can Ophelia see the group at this point?
Yes, although you are kind of blocked at this moment just by a man who's unloading his wares from his burlap sacks and setting down some hay in front of you. He's kind of just... this is pretty much his workspace. But
Can
you can
I-
get around it.
What the fucking hey, dude.
Am I able to like help if he's like putting down hay? Am I able to just like chuck down a bunch of hay and just keep running?
Oh yeah, you can just grab it off and put it on the ground and keep going.
Like
So,
I'm assuming he's wanting to put it.
yeah, he's currently doing his work at the moment.
Like, I want to get past someone. I better help them finish their task first, so I can get past.
She's too wholesome to not do that.
Exactly. So he goes over, helps, and gets there. I'm going to say, yeah. But you can get there with your movement as well. I'm just
Okay.
assuming.
I don't know if I can move my character.
Yeah, I can't move mine.
Yeah.
Look, I always knew there was going to be something that went wrong tonight.
I was like trying to move it before, and I'm like,
I can move, but it doesn't matter because I am lying on the ground, dissociating.
Okay. And
D&D is very realistic.
so Ophelia can see, like, has Sia fallen to the ground?
Yeah, she's kind of just dropped.
What's that, Jack?
Is I don't know if Asphyxia's gone to help her or
Just watch it
no. Cool.
Oh, that's
Lay herself
interesting.
down.
Ophelia is just gonna slowly move up to Sia, and if she can, without freaking her out, sort of move her head so it's like resting on her, so she isn't just straight up on the ground.
Definitely
Am I
can do
able
that.
to do that?
Yes, you're able to get there completely.
Cool.
Dan, you're able to get your movement towards the rest of the group, unless you want to run it in.
Asphyxia would just be scanning the area as well, having seen those little shadows slip out. She's going to scan kind of on both sides of the area to just kind of see, I guess, kind of like, she can't really see behind the stone, but to her left and to her right, like,
Following where they went.
or yeah, like kind of where her line of sight, where she can see
Okay.
kind of around the area.
Make me a perception check, please.
I get advantage because of my bob.
Yeah, and I want to get as far as I can towards them. Like, if I can, make a beeline and, like, pushing past and saying, sorry, excuse me, to whoever I need to get past.
21.
Okay, so Dan, you make a beeline through everyone, so you can dash your full speed, 50 feet, towards the group. Not taking really any penalties. You can duck or parkour over that cart in front of you, past those two guards who are currently talking to a drunk dwarf who's just like,
Around
I
here?
haven't done anything. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Now, let's see if you guys can move your tokens at all.
I just moved my token.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can move my token.
Okay, Coolio and
I
the
can.
Coolio and the gang.
I'm just gonna...
We've done it. We did it.
We did.
Yep.
Nice.
Did it.
We've played the D&D, we're done.
Exactly. Adenithe,
Don't
you
need
feel a
to do it.
portal open behind you.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Make me an insight check. This is more of a feel kind of thing.
Okay.
Like a
It's 9.
9. Oh, you get a chill down your spine. But it's not until you hear the sound of a of to your right, this man who is standing by his cabbages suddenly get pulled down to the ground and then pulled backwards.
Jesus Christ.
He's about to die.
Did I see anything with my 21 perception?
With your 21, it wasn't until you heard this scream and yell that you were able to discern a moving shadow of sorts.
No, my days.
You also hear another one, Dane, to your right. This man who's just been cutting up beef with Saju suddenly is thrown down to the ground screaming. You see a spray of blood.
Oh, this is Mortal Kombat.
Can you point him out to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out someone's spine!
This guy.
I'm free.
That guy, alright.
So he goes over the back there. Cabbage's guy goes over to here. And let's see.
Wait, so you said that was to phase right? Does that mean she was riding roll backwards? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be riding side saddle on one side, yeah, sure.
No, just completely back.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
It's like a Jackie Chan movie.
Well, I meant not from Medina Faye, but from Danes. I think I screwed up on the pronunciation of that then, and I'm sorry. But to your right, over your
fine.
shoulder, yeah. Anyway. Asphyxia. Coming out of the shadows to your to your right, let me just... From this direction, out of the shadows, just manifesting out of nothing, is a very large, vicious shadow beast. Its maw and claws come flying out towards you. And you then hear... you all then hear echoing out from the Nightstone as if this portal is just open. Go, my children. Bring the Dreamweaver to me. Adenathe, that portal closes.
He's got a daddy voice.
Oh, lucky C is already lying on the ground.
Lucky C is very gay.
Sia, that arm you're holding yourself up with.
I'm holding myself up.
Well, you're on the ground, and you did. Ophelia is doing her best to cradle you, but the limb that she's not able to fully cradle, you feel an intense burning, and you are then ripped away from Ophelia's arms
Oh shit.
as you are critted by this thing.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Where?
Is my arm still there?
Die.
Your arm is still there, but you can make me a Constitution save.
Oh shit.
So you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Ah!
Oh yeah, we're all gonna die.
Hot.
However, Asphyxia, as this one's jumping towards you, use your sidestep out of the way, pushing Xylee to the side as well, as this creature just goes flying past you, as it seems to then disappear into the shadows.
Am I making this at regular?
This is
or-
going to be regular.
Okay.
Jack can back me up, does a double nat 20 on that path. So,
That's a 9.
hello everyone out there. I just gotta look at this little book real quick. Yes, because books and things in D&D. So, just roll me, let's just say...
Howdy hi. Guess I'll die.
No, of course not.
Which session is this? Session 4? We TPKing on session 4?
Session 5. So, as this creature is biting into you and pulling you away from Ophelia, as it lets go, as it's getting ready to bite again, you see that you're probably going to have a real bad scar down the arm of your mark.
That's sexy.
So, I'd like everyone to now roll initiative.
Cute.
Oh, now we do?
Now we do.
Now we do.
Ah.
Oh, now I roll well.
Oh wait, I didn't roll my actual initiative. Wait.
Yes!
Nice.
I didn't click my character though.
Snap! Good work, guys! Get those nat 20s out quick.
No! Wait, no!
I also didn't click my character.
Oh, it's okay.
I thought but I'd moved her. Do you have to click on her once you like activate initiative or something?
Yeah, you have to have it selected. Sorry, fam.
Yeah, this is all your fault, Kyle.
I know.
How dare you?
Yep.
Alright, so the nat 20 as well from the Shadow
Oh my
Mastiffs.
God, angry doggos.
Fuck.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Celosia. Alright, first let's go through this list. So we've got Dane in there, Asphyxia, I'll chuck you in real quick, and you've got a 22. Very nice, very nice. And also, cabbages is going to be a recurring theme, just so you know.
Why?
Because this poor guy's been hurt while at work. His livelihood was cabbages. My cabbages!
Has everyone got a fucking 22?
No.
No, you have 12.
Well, it's got a 2 next to it.
This cabbage can never die. Oh my fuck. Oh, I'll pay that. I'll pay that so hard. Okay, so welcome to D&D. Sorry to fuck yous up.
It's fine.
You're not sorry. Not yet, you're not.
Not yet, no.
You will be.
I'm enjoying this too much to care. That was mean. I'm sorry. All right, so starting off, we have Asphyxia.
Oh, get to go first. All right, I am going to Seeing as I can't see the other one, I'm going to attack this angry doggo, and I'm going to cast spiritual weapon
Oh shit.
Oh, dang.
above it, and
What's your spiritual weapon?
Oh my god, yeah,
it
what is it?
is a
Another bird.
No, it is a large scythe made of black ice.
Oh, fucking oh, god damn it. So edgy, but I love it.
it.
Yes.
God, someone had to go and be an edgelord.
I think we have 2 in this campaign.
We know who the goth kid is. Oh.
Faye and Asphyxia just hard dab. Just...
But
In
then,
a-
like, look how we're dressed, like, in real life.
In a swirl of feathers and dark energy, this scythe manifests to them with the blade of pure dark ice.
And it was 17.
17 is going to hit this guy.
Yes.
So click on the name for the to roll the damage. 13.
points of force
Right.
damage.
With that, you hear the creature and reel back from it.
Let's give him one of these and end my turn. No, actually, I will move because I saw it like leapt into shadow over here. I will move I will move in front of old mate just to in case it apparates in the shadow again to try and kind of be the body blocking and to equilibrium my white raven. I will just say, find Faye, bring her back, and he'll go do his thing.
Okay. As soon as the raven leaves your shoulder about an arm length away, this you feel this pressure on your leg as a blight comes straight towards you. I need you to make a strength saving throw too.
Oh my days!
As
I'm
it begins
so
to
bad.
rip you back down.
To like step in the space that it was. I have a -2 on these.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You are ripped down to the ground and it gores into your leg. Like
Can you do that again?
Squeaky toy.
that.
First daddy, now.
Just a minute, don't!
It's like, sorry, I missed that, Kyle. What was that?
You take 5 points of piercing damage. I will be back! You're welcome. Okay.
Wait, can I see it, or there's just nothing? I just like dab too hard and fall over and hurt my knee. Or something.
You tap too hard, fall over, hurt your knee. But while it's dragging you,
Oh my God.
while it's dragging you to the ground, you can say it while it's actively biting into you. Next up is hey Dane. There is. It's just a strange feeling. You just need to duck. You drop to the ground as you do so, and you hear the sound of paws letting onto stone. As over to your side, one of these creatures has just leapt over you and then looks at you and snarls, circles you, and then heads on back into the shade where it disappears entirely. This woman beside you turns around and looks and screams in horror, just "Ah!" I'm not going to actually scream because that's going to hurt my voice. And then she's going to begin to run. The dog then...
But I thought that was the drunk.
The drunk's up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
The dog then bites out towards the woman where she was, grabs her by the leg, and drags her down to the ground into the shadows, where you can only see her leg being chewed as her dress is being torn, her calf muscles are being torn apart, and then she's able to then scamper forward just in a panicked state of a cry. Just, ah! You see this group of people over the back up here, then begin to take notice and wonder what the fuck is going on. And the guards turn to you and go, "Wait, what's that? What's happening?" Even after all this has gone down, the guards have just been looking around in fear and terror, and look at you just being like, "What have you done?"
Yeah, Dane. What have you done?
I can't believe you've done this.
You then hear another man scream.
Don't laugh, Eliza.
As Ophelia, you see that there is another beast currently having a good old snackaroo on this dwarf, attacking him from the back. Basically on top of it, and you see this bard has dropped his lute while he's been getting ready to play this morning, and he's just sitting there in fear and horror. His back is pressed up against these crates and boxes where he's just been eating his morning meal and having a drink with a good old soul in his heart, to now screaming in fear and watching someone die in front of him.
Okay.
Yes. Is that all of them? Yes, that's all of them.
Well,
Actually, no, this guy hasn't gone yet.
Cabbage guy.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Celosia, this thing is going to try drag you with it, so you need to make a strength saving throw.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Come on. Oh.
21.
You, as it goes to bite you, just barely touching into your flesh, you rip away from it, bop it on the nose, and it goes.
I was gonna say she just sort of pulls her leg back and does a powerful kick.
Oh, even better, yes.
Boop the snoot.
You can boop the fuck out of Snoop, and you. I'm gonna say, roll an unarmed attack just for damage wise, just since he's got a natural one.
Unarmed strike.
Yes. So he's going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you beaten this thing on the snoot. You really boop the snoot, and he retreats back.
So long as he doesn't make sad puppy noises, I'm fine.
No, he makes snarling, cranky puppy noises.
It would be better if they weren't puppy noises at all, thanks.
Yeah, no puppy noises.
Vicious monster noises.
Thank you.
That's better.
It makes very kinky furry noises.
Dripping off its body. It's like,
Just
he's like, well, I want to attack it now.
you see Cabbage Guy then get up and begin running. Go, my cabbages! And looking back over his shoulder, thinks about going back for him, and then keeps running.
Kyle, stop smiling. People are dying here.
Does the dog chase him?
The dog has currently disappeared from sight under the shade of the tents.
I can see invisible creatures, so can I see it? If it's in the shade.
You hear a cat, though.
You can.
There's a cat screaming as well.
You can see a cat's on top of an awning. It's just like... I was really hoping he'd make the noise just then.
No, he doesn't make the noise when you want him to make the noise.
Hilarious. Alright. But yeah, you can actually, Adina Faye. You see one is here. One is over here. And the rest are visible to sight.
Alright. So is the cabbage guy one chasing the cabbage guy?
No, it looks like it's squaring up to go for another pounce at Celosia again.
Oh, okay. Has the bird got up to me yet?
Yes, at this point the bird is straight towards you on your shoulder.
Okay, so I would know that means Asphyxia is in trouble, so I'm gonna pull the horse around and gallop back towards the square.
Mm-hmm. So you pull rule around.
I can't move the horse.
That's okay. I'll move the horse.
That is a problem if you're riding a horse.
Chamberlain away!
Do you want to head in any general direction or just straight back to where you
Go
are?
straight back, like.
What? She flew off the horse?
Whoa! I
Yeah,
go
no.
faster than it's like it glitches. Like,
Yeah. Look, it's quick enough that you can ride, roll back over there, and then jump off and keep running over. That's fine.
yeah. Okay.
You're just running on the back of the horse while the horse is also running.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay, and then so I'll see that this doggo has pulled asphyxia to the ground. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I am immediately gonna take out my big boy crossbow and shoot at it.
All right, strike on.
20 and 6 piercing damage, but not a natural 20.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. So that is going. It sinks into its side, but you see that the in the shadows, which it's in, it kind of loses its momentum as it sticks into it, and then continues to pass through, with only a little wisp of smoke heading through it.
Oh, that's weird.
That's not ideal.
Less effective than you thought, and I accidentally skipped Celosia and Ophelia's turns, and I am very sorry.
I
was
just
about to
assumed.
ask.
I just assumed I had taken my turn. I was just gonna sit here.
No, I'm just
like, cool.
dumb. It's just been 2 weeks. No, that's
I
fine.
can finish my turn after their turn.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Mm.
Whatever's happening. Alright, Celosia, you've just booped the snoot.
Am I still afraid of everything?
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Apparently.
Oh my god.
Apparently. Ophelia?
She's just looking around, panicked, and is going to start scrambling away from the dog things and from Ophelia. And it's just like crab crawling backwards, like on the ground, trying to find cover.
Oh, like the possessed things where they're like doing the like
Just
back bend, scurrying away.
scurrying back. No, that's perfect.
She's a monk, should be able to.
Well, why would she?
And she's sort of just like dragging.
Yeah,
Like her leg is bloody, and she's just kind of dragging herself back with her arms.
Okay.
You put yourself up against the back, but still, for the moment, you are horrified. You're still frightened.
Go over here behind these sacks of things, or maybe pumpkins.
No, stop moving! Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
That's a perfect segue into your turn.
Yeah.
Ophelia.
Okay. Okay, because I had a plan, and now that plan is no longer a plan. I genuinely can't remember where that other dog went. So, Philia is going to... Oh no, how far can I run?
You can get 30 feet, but you still got 5-foot range.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... Ophelia's going to race over with her axe in hand to the one over here that was getting attacked. And for the first time in this campaign, I would like to rage.
You can.
Ooh.
Give us a little telltale about what happens.
Well,
Meow.
yes.
Meow.
So yeah, as she races over, there's sort of a lot of huffing and puffing. She's really gripping her axe, and as she swings it and goes for an attack, a mixture of half orc and tiefling, celestial, spiritual sort of warriors appear next to her and around her. Sort of, the tieflings are in more regal, sort of more decorated armor, whilst the half-orcs look like your more typical barbarian style warriors. And yeah, she is screaming, she is angry, and yeah.
Alright, make that attack roll. So you got +2 to the damage roll.
19.
That's definitely going to hit. Let's see, is that with modifiers added? Yeah. Ooh, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think you get to
That's only on the critical hit. I can roll. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, I think
Savage
that's what
attack?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a critical
Okay.
hit.
My mistake.
But yeah, so first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders its attack. So until my next turn, the target has disadvantage on any roll that isn't against me. And when the target hits a creature other than me with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage.
Ooh. Gotta love those ancestral barbarians. So, this thing, as you and your guardians slice on into this thing's flank, drawing its attention away from this now quite bloody dwarf, the edge of the axe begins to cut through, gains a little bit of resistance, and then just whiffs out like smoke. Although as your guardians begin to follow it through, their ethereal weapons kind of catch and kind of hold the beast in its tracks. So, for some damage, make a perception check as well.
Okay. 8.
We're rolling high today.
That's fine, because just not too far away, you can see that there are two small girls that are frozen in terror who are looking over towards what's unfolding as if they were just having a nice old run around the town, heading towards Market Square in the morning for crepes. They seem to be holding a pouch of coins, and now they're just frozen in fear and terror and seeing this nightmare unfold. And now back to Adina Faye.
Wait, what about me?
No, because she didn't finish her turn.
Didn't
Oh, she did finish her turn. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a second attack. So I will use.
Are we 4th level or 5th level?
Fourth.
Can I have
Fourth.
a second attack now?
I think that's a
Wait, maybe I don't.
No, 5th level second attack.
Right, okay. I just remember. Oh, right, because we scaled back. We're originally going to be the 5th level.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have second attack. Okay, well then I don't have a rest of turn.
Oh, good. We'll get that. We'll play D&D later. We don't care. Let's have some fun. Dane, your turn.
Yeah, okay. I want to first yell out, "If you're a civilian, run!" And then I'm going to make my way over to Asphyxia.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Ooh, quality clutch spell.
Yeah. So I do that. So that gives Asphyxia protection from, like, if these creatures are aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead, then they get disadvantage on attack rolls against her, and she can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. by them.
Okay, very handy. So disadvantage against. Okay. And it can't be wonderful. Cool. That's protected from poison. Okay, top around. Asphyxia, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just, give the, as I'm laying on the ground prone, give the, head flick. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up so that I'm not prone anymore. So I can see this one and this one. They're the only two we can see at the moment.
Correct, yes.
And I cast, I think it's 20 feet that I can move my spiritual weapon. So it was here, was it? I didn't actually don't have a token for spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I'll bring it up and give you one.
Was it? I can't remember if it was this square or this square.
It doesn't.
I think it was, because I think I'd only be able to move it close enough to this one.
We'll say it was floating up in the air. It's fine to be wherever.
I
But
just remembered
you can definitely. Oh, sorry, Sansa. Wait, what?
I just remembered that I was going to do something else on the rest of my turn because I have a bonus action as well as. I thought I had a second attack, but I also have a bonus action that I was going to use. Is it too late?
No, you can still do that.
I just want to use my Hunter's Mark as my bonus action.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so here's a scythe.
Ooh.
There's a sign.
So I'll have it move over to this one and have a bloody go at hitting it.
Give it a red hot slash.
Give it a go. 23.
23 definitely hits.
So 7.
Nice, and because of the magical nature of the scythe as well, you see it as it slashes through the smoky shade that is this creature. It carves off a massive volume of its essence by this slash, and kind of howls in frustration. It's pissed.
And can I get a shot at this one with Eldritch Blast? Because that was my bonus action.
You can.
Like spiritual weapons bonus action. I don't know, but is Ophelia in the way? Or would I be able to still snipe a shot?
I'm gonna say you can snipe a shot. It's a large enough creature. It's near the size of a Great Dane dog.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast. 25.
Lean on over, line up the shot, or however you do it.
Colby!
Exactly. Just, and then the Eldritch actually flies through the air and strikes it on the flank.
Holy shit!
And then there's 6 points of force damage.
That one also howls in pain and is also looking quite pissed. Now,
And then, I don't. So if I move away, it's going to get an attack of opportunity. My thingy, I think this is an action to use this. No, it's a bonus action, so I can't do that. So I will just stay where I am.
okay. You
And
see Xi Li is frozen in fear.
Oh shit! I just remembered that the thing said that to try and kill her. Oh my god!
I don't know if you would have heard that though.
Would I?
You were like over here when it said that.
Kyle, did I hear that?
Everyone would have been able to hear that. It was like a declaration.
Like an echoing.
Yeah.
Oh.
People were just like, huh? But now they're all just like a little terrified. So, this woman here, frozen in fear, this woman here begins to run for her life, just screaming in panic. You see this guard stands up and is just like, these people here begin to run. This drunk falls over backwards. This guard is actually brave enough to come in and head towards what the hell is going on. So, Celicia. From in between these two shades that you have bundled yourself up against these sacks of potatoes in this crate, you see just a strange transition of this beast going from one awning to the next. And, ooh, there was a thing. I need to find out what the thing was. Thank you, whoever did that. Sorry. One second. So as this creature shifts from one section to the next into the shade, it's snarling just and goes to lash out towards you.
Oh no.
And going for a bite.
Yeah,
18.
that hits. That
Okay.
hits.
For 3 piercing.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Rayu Gaming, for the follow. Thank you. Hello, Kaz. Hello. Sorry about this. And just go back to life. Cool. And because you're already prone, it can bite at your leg, but it's not going to be able to drag you anywhere as you begin to fight and kick it off, and it just looks at you. Looks like it's reeling up for another attack. Ophelia, the one on you, then snarls up at you and goes to bite at your arm. 15 hit?
Probably, yeah.
Alright, you can make a strength saving throw. As it bites into your arm and goes to pull you down.
I think. Let me just check something. I get advantage on those throws.
Because
Where's my little strength saving throws? 18.
Oh, easily so. As this thing tries to rip at you, you yank your arm back, pulling out a couple of its teeth that are still smoking in your arm, but then wisp away. This creature just now missing a couple of teeth. Looks a little bit disheveled, but
Ophelia's gonna yell and growl back.
just Gah!
Yeah.
As this guard is running towards you, Asphyxia and Dane. Asphyxia, you notice that as he's getting close, he is then tackled straight to the ground as this beast lurks out from the shadows from where Dane once was, and basically bites this guard in a hollow sandstorm in the collarbone.
Oh, good. Great.
And let's see if that damage. Yep. Sends him straight on down to the ground. He does not look good. So. And then finally, on Asphyxia, this thing is going to bite again at you.
I'm going to. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's already got disadvantage on the thing.
Yes.
'Cause, yeah.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Make me a strength saving throw, please.
No, my days.
Oh.
You know, Kyle, if you didn't want to play it with us anymore, you could have just said.
11.
I just wanted to see if you can make it through this, and that's all I wanted to say. Alright, so 11, you will... you just managed to... as this thing's gone to bite at your leg, you just drop an elbow along with the scythe, and bang! It's enough to make the creature let go and reel back. But you still take 5 piercing damage. Ooh, sandstorm. Ow, leg.
That's what you get.
That is... that is fair!
Make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, suddenly you feel a bite in your
I
leg.
would just fall prone.
That's happened before. So next up now is Celucia. You can make a wisdom saving throw.
Please, any god that will hear me.
Oh shit, let's go.
Okay.
At pushing this thing away, seeing it reel back, you're filled with determination as you are ready to kick some butt now. You're not scared of this thing anymore.
Okay.
You have your turn. It disappeared into the shadows beyond.
Alright, you misty bastard. So I'll use half my movement to stand up now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one near me?
It was near you after it bit you. It kind of vanished back into the shade just beyond you, just over to here.
I'm going to run over to where Xylee is and get my staff out.
Pull the staff out from on the shoulder, twirl around.
I'm going to ready an action for when one of them appears.
Okay. Ophelia, your turn.
I'm gonna take another swing at the one in front, even though it's probably not doing as much as she wants. She is still gonna try to hit again.
Oh my lord, nat 1. Fuck.
Can I do anything to help that?
We have 1,000,000 luck points, remember? In the
Yeah, I just can't remember what anything does.
So luck dice is basically a reroll.
Yeah, can
So
I use one of those?
You can use one of those. And you remember, you can also use these on saving throws. You can use them on everything but death saves.
That's better.
Much better!
On damage rolls?
And damage rolls. You can do it also on damage rolls.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you can spend those luck points on damage rolls, basically on everything bar death saves.
Oh.
So that you feel like you're about to slash down, and for a moment you forget that beneath this creature, underneath it, is this dwarven man, and so you twist the blade so you kind of scoop it under, and then turn it into a horizontal slash.
Yeah. Ophelia would see that at first, I feel.
Through the mist and in the rage.
With
and
a nat 1, you might.
with a nat 1, you're just like, oh
That's
shit!
true.
And with your guardians guiding you as their blades begin to go for the curve to the horizontal as well, you follow the path and then slash straight through.
Sometimes when people are really angry, they accidentally cut dwarves in half. It just happens.
Doesn't it?
It does. I mean, we've all been there.
Adina Faye,
Yes.
your turn.
Okay. So I thought that was more than just these 3. Or
There is another one. Well, actually, you can't see right now because your view is obstructed by the Nightstone from
Okay.
where Celestia was.
Alright, I think I would still just attack the one that attacked. Did I do any damage to it before?
It wasn't as much as you were expecting, but it still.
Or did it just pass through?
It didn't just pass through. It still did some damage. You feel it took notice of you.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it again and then try and get its attention away from Asphyxia.
Okay. As you shoot, because of your cloak, you see that this one is directly to your. Directly to your left, or right on screen, the one that's attacking the guard. It's kind of smoking in the sunlight, and it looks like it's about to drag this guard back into the shadows.
Okay. I still want to shoot this one, but then I want to move over there. I'll move over there and try and block its path.
Okay, make the attack roll.
20 again. Wow, it's exactly what I got last time.
Very nice. Don't forget your Hunter's Bane,
Oh,
Hunter's
yeah.
Mark.
So I just Oh wait, no, it's. I roll 1d6. So I'll just do that. +2.
First two. So you line up a shot straight for a heart where it's going to land. You assume in between Asphyxia and Dane, just at the ground. But aiming, if this was a full corporeal creature, possibly for the heart. So there are kind of slows in it, as if it's sunken into a full body, but then begins to pass on through.
What kind of damage is Hunter's Mark? Is that a different kind of damage?
Yes. It's. Oh no, it just says an extra d6. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright.
Oh, hello, Calamity. And yeah, he's going to take that extra 2. This one in front of you is really beginning to smolder as it looks surrounded by you all. It's just.
So, yeah, I'm gonna move to here and try and like block its path into like the dragging the guy into the shade.
Okay, too easy. Now it is time for Danes.
Okay. Do I want to do this? I have an idea of something I want to do. And... fuck it, I want to have fun. Alright.
Exactly.
No fun.
Dwarves just want to have fun.
I'm going to cast Sleep.
Oh no.
Oh yes. I'm casting Sleep aimed here. How do you ping?
Hold down right click. Left click. Sorry.
There, that's where I'm aiming Sleep. So it's creatures within 20 feet of the point I choose. So that should get those two that are there. The one on the guard and the one on Asphyxia.
Okay, alright.
Now I roll my 5d8 to figure out how many hit points it affects.
Yeah.
I have a thing here. $31 hit points.
Now it was in this area here, correct?
Sorry, let me just
Like
whereabouts?
here in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I aimed it. So 20-foot radius from there,
Okay.
and I can choose who I want it to affect, and I want it to affect only those two creepy things.
I'm not entirely sure on the choosing of. Hold on. I just want to
Creatures within 20. Oh wait,
The townsfolk are just gonna have a nice nap.
and all of us. No, okay, wait. Okay, I didn't realize. I got my words jumbled up. I'm not casting Sleep. Never mind. Rewind.
okay.
I was worried there for a moment.
I mean, it would.
Hot minute.
I mean, big risk,
'Cause
high
what it
reward.
says, creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose, and so it's like, do I choose the creatures or the point? Like, yeah, okay, I got that now. All right,
Okay.
not doing that. Instead, I'm going to, I'm gonna do-si-do around this dude. So I'm both next to
Xylee.
Xylee, and Sia, and then I want to God, it's getting a bit busy there. I'm going to put some lay on hands on Sia. Yeah, I will use.
Yes, please.
Let's say, I don't know, 8 points, something like that.
That'll do me fine. Yep, that would be perfect.
Good, yeah. So that is my action, my movement. Don't think there's anything else I want to do. So that's it, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so top of the round. In the chaos that has ensued, this man here has dropped what he's doing after seeing Lucia, after seeing Sia get attacked by a shadow dog, shadow beast pretty much, is now legging it. This man here is now running in fear completely. This guy has stumbled off his crate and is still petrified, pushing up against it. The rest of these townfolk are beginning to duck and hide with these caravan owners on the other side of the tree, beginning to run off and away. This lady begins to run, yelling out, "Guards! Guards!" The drunk goes stumbling off towards the tavern. This elven woman grabs a sword and sword and shield from the blacksmithery and is holding it up in defense of her goods, while this dragonborn shopper is just in a panic, just going, "Guards! Guards! The thunder, save us!" And we're up to Asphyxia.
Alright. I am going to attack this one again with the spiritual weapon. Yeah.
As you bring the scythe down on it. 15 hits.
Yes.
Roll that sweet, sweet damage.
12 force damage.
Fuck.
12. How do you want to do this?
I think as the scythe comes down, the blade goes under through the front legs and just does one of the full spins and just cleaves off like its front, like one leg, chest, neck. Just
Oh my god.
Beautifully said. Its form hangs in the air for a second as it begins to then split. Its shadow essence smoldering off it before it all just whiffs into a pool of black ichor onto the ground that then begins to mist away.
But there are still others around.
There are still others around.
So I'm going to turn to Dane and Sia to say, "Protect the girl," and yeet this way so I have a clear line of sight.
How does one yeet that way?
It's like the
it's
Naruto
one
run.
step.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like 10 feet of these ones. But like very dramatic because she's got a cloak and stuff. And she's going to fire an Eldritch Blast at this one.
Shoot on.
17.
17 hits.
That is 8 force damage.
8 force, you see it impacts directly into its flank, sending ripples through its smoky shadowy form, especially in the sunlight. You see a lot of its essence and corporeal form begin to burn away in the sunlight.
And then before ending her turn, she is going to have Equamity go and use help on it so that the next attack against it gets advantage.
You see its smouldering form as it's beginning to retreat. Looks like it's going to retreat into the shadows. Calamity goes, swoops around it towards its back, attacking and flapping out, distracting it as it's now the Wolfo's turn.
I've still got a ready action for when one appears in front of me.
So, the one with Ophelia, this one is going to then begin to circle down and around you and try to nip you from behind.
Rude.
Nip the butt, as they say.
Nip the butt, you have been nipped on the butt. Make a strength save at advantage. You also take 7 piercing damage. As a barbarian.
Is it? Am I still raging?
You're still raging, yes.
Cool.
You're
'Cause it
still
doesn't.
very angry.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually say if it just keeps going until I say so.
In this house, we are all very angry.
Your rage lasts for a minute.
Ah,
What?
But at
230
least-
is crazy.
this is...
You also have resistance to the damage as well, so you're only going to take 3 points of piercing damage. And as it's trying to yank you from your hamstring, you basically just bop it on the face from behind, causing a puff of smoke to bamf out. As it reels away from you, you see it disappears into the shadow. This dwarf on the ground is heavily injured and he just stares up and looks at you and is just in horrifying fear. Just this doggo here, up by you, Asphyxia, looks at its surroundings and then reels down and goes. Everyone can make me a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
Do I need to because I had protection against good and evil cast on me?
You don't, and also Celosia, you don't.
Oh, I don't need to.
Yes.
I'm ignoring that roll then.
Which one did
Welcome,
the
Eliza.
one did the allude?
It just turns to
The-
Dane and does these ones.
The one in front of you, Adina Faye.
I'm sorry, this is a no awoo zone.
It went. Oh no.
I mean,
Oh,
I did that
19.
twice. Just take the 9.
Okay. So, at that, Dane, Ophelia, you are both heavily frightened by these beasts.
Good.
Whereas Jimmy, you see this and you're just like, "Pfft, you eat this shit for lunch.
Yeah, she's like, I thought worse than you. She don't care.
I fight demons.
Fight demons. What the fuck is this?
You're just a doggo.
Out of the shadows just in front of you, Celosia, comes on out one of these dogs just bounding out from nothingness
Whack.
as soon as it hits the sunlight, and you come on down for a whack.
Quarter staff, two-handed, go.
Whack on the face.
And I'm swinging downwards.
Yeah. Oh, that's also supposed to.
Was it also supposed to add?
That's what's your dexterity modifier as well? The attack just hasn't registered the dexterity modifier as well.
+4.
+4. Oh wow, yeah, incredible. And so that is a 12. It's 12 points of damage. And since it's in this sunlight, not expecting to get booped itself, it you see that it's like just hitting a creature of flesh in the sunlight. Full impact is its skin, if you could call it skin, kind of ripples and you kind of hear a crack as well. Sunlight does not seem to be this thing's friend.
Bonus action. Using one of my key points. And she's just gonna take her hands off the staff one by one and unarmed strike and unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Lower cut, uppercut.
Side cut.
I love to get that one in the morning.
I'm gonna use an advantage on the first strike. For a 15.
For a 15, it's going to hit.
For 5. And then for the second attack, 17. For 5.
17 for 5. How do you want to do it?
So she takes her hands off the staff. She clicks it for the immovable rod to come into play and hold it in place. And she knows she just needs to do it for a moment while she
So cool.
just
That's so
winds back and just punches it down in the head and then upwards into the stomach and is just gritting her teeth and her eyes are flaring.
You bring a full force down with all your weight onto this creature's head, exact same spot you hit it with your quarterstaff, and then exploding up just in a massive uppercut. You see this thing hold with your fist as you lift it up to a half stand. As you get to your maximum height, just standing straight up, fist up in the air, it explodes into smoke and wisps away. This creature destroyed.
No treats today.
I love it. And that's all the doggos. So let's hear. It is now your turn.
Where's another one?
You see that there is another one with Adina Faye as well.
Okay. Which is within my movement.
Yes, just. Doesn't like it.
Dane, stay with the girl. And is waiting for you to sort of give her a response of, you got it.
At the moment, I'm frightened, so I'm just like,
Oh great. Oh great.
Stay with the girl.
Right. Yeah, I'll move over to the last dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use another quarter staff blow against it, and sort of take it in both hands like a baseball bat, and just whack.
Damn, how many attacks do you have?
The other one wasn't on was on my turn for the previous round.
There's a holding. She held.
I was holding.
Oh,
my
and you
action.
use the key point. No, you use the key point for the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking of the two. What?
Monks. They're OP.
Oh, just wait till you get higher level stuff.
I'm going to use another advantage on that, please.
Okay.
So she just misses the first time, but uses the momentum to swing back around, like do a full 360 and just whack in the jaw.
Very, very nice. And it's, as you whack in the jaw, you see teeth go flying out. As, that then smolder just into this wisps of smoke up into the air. As the sunlight is joining you in defeating these shadow creatures.
Yeah, I'll use another flurry of blows.
Okay, flurry away.
Give them the old 1, 2. Razzle dazzle them.
Okay, with that, let me just see.
Then it's just punch one side, punch the other.
With 14, unfortunately those will both miss.
Okay.
As you punch into its flanks, this thing just snarls at you, just seems it's ready to hide after you've just bopped it. Hit it quite hard. This thing's quite angry at you now.
You deserve that.
Ophelia, the thing, as you're standing in the sunlight, in between the shade, the dwarf is on the ground. This creature is nowhere to be seen.
Is there anyone else still around besides Dwarf?
There is this human man just completely flabbergasted at the event. You can see, if you have a little quick look around, there is a couple of men running away. There is still the frightened children standing over in the back corner, just standing there watching as they pretty much seen someone be assaulted.
Is Ophelia strong enough to pick up the dwarf and both of the children?
She'd have to get to the children, but yes.
And is Ophelia still frightened?
Yes, Philly's still
Ye-
frightened. So you can make me a wisdom saving throw. Thank you, Dom.
Don't worry, I'm the rule.
Yes!
It's for a
Fuck
split
you.
second, and then you just...
Fuck
exactly!
So yeah, Ophelia's going to... So, sorry, where on the map are these children?
So
Right on
the
the map.
children are down over here, quite the distance away from you, but they're just standing still, completely paralyzed by fear. So I'll ping them for you if you want.
No.
And then the dwarf is just there.
Yeah. Ophelia is going to run towards basically scoop up the dwarf in one hand. Tell that dude who's still sitting there to run. Because he hasn't moved. And just head towards those, the girls. Make sure they're okay. So she's gonna pick up the dude. And I think it's about here.
Okay.
She can make it too.
Make me a charisma check.
Charisma check. Okay, interesting. Five.
As these girls are horrified and frightened, and this big burly dwarf comes running over to them, yelling at them, they basically panic and begin to scream and drop to the ground.
Wait, they dropped to the ground?
They drop to the ground, paralyzed by fear, and just begin to scream. Just, I can't do a
Yeah,
small
no.
girl scream, so exactly. Bingo.
Oh, we just need Jasper to scream again.
Yeah,
Eliza.
Yeah, please. Adina Faye, your turn.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I am in front of. So this dog isn't trying to. I was worried it would try and pull that guy into the shade, but then it just did it instead.
Yes.
Okay, I can't crosswalk because I'm in melee range. I didn't think that. Oh, can I use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to this one?
Yes. Okay.
That. And then.
Use your corrosive spit. You have that, right?
Huh?
You have that. Your corrosive spit, right?
No, it's not corrosive, it's adhesive. And that's Sia. Sia can glue stuff with her spit.
No, that's just me, apparently, according to
It's canon.
It's Ken.
the beginning of the episode now.
Yes, apparently.
That has to come up again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my sword whip, I suppose.
Whip.
And I'm gonna whip it.
Rebecca.
Big good. Jinx.
Will I miss again? I didn't miss!
Oh my god, that 20. Yeah.
I
Damn.
missed so hard last time.
That is the opposite of missing.
Yeah, well, last time I tried to use it, I was like, this is gonna be sick, and then I just completely missed.
But in the end, it didn't even matter.
In the end, it didn't even matter.
As this thing looks like it's about to turn to Lucia, and looks like it has every intention of jumping up and tearing out her throat. How do you want to do it?
Oh, I also, yeah, that's not even including my extra damage that I did. My hunter's mark. But, okay, so I want to, like, whip it with a sword, and the, like, sword will, like, wrap around its neck. and then I'll like wait until it's finished wrapping, and then I want to pull it, and it will just all the pieces will just like saw through it. So as it comes like
Jesus Christ.
back out around, it will just like saw through and cut its head off.
Yes! As it's quite distracted, the sword whip tangles around like you said, and once it becomes taut and you feel that tension there, you rip it straight back and it just in smoke.
Like a fucking chainsaw. Like
Thanks, Scorpion.
That's what I wanted to do the other week.
Seriously, what? This is now just an episode of Mortal Kombat, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, enjoy.
I'm a
pretty
fan.
much.
I'm a fan of it.
This this guard does below you is bleeding heavily from underneath his tunic and chainmail. Just look up at you and just dwell.
I also have a very scary mask on.
Can see your ears.
That's me whenever I look at a girl.
Dane, you can make a wisdom saving throw because you are frightened.
Natural 1.
Oh, you are
Wow.
fucking petrified.
Okay, so because frightened just means that like I can still do things, I'm just very, very scared of everything.
Yes, you can still move, but you can't.
I can't move towards the thing that frightened me, and
As
I
long-
have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Yes.
So, what I'd like to do.
Actually, the thing you're frightened of just got destroyed, so you're no longer frightened.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, whoops. Hold up my. Anyway,
Phew!
what
Rules.
I do- God, most of it's like cleared up anyway. What I want to do, I guess, is with. Would I have seen the one that was with Ophelia and it's like disappeared from around there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I know like the rough area that it was in.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to, with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Xylee. So that means that anything that tries to attack her has to make a Wisdom save, and if they fail, then they can choose to attack something else or they lose their attack.
Certainly.
Yep. And it's only cancelled if Xylee tries to cast a spell or against an enemy or something, but she's not doing that. So, I'm going to do that, then move over to this area and swing wildly.
Perfect. Alright, make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
Oh, please, double nat 20s.
And
As-
eight.
As you flail your warhammer around in the air to where it once was, you see just the speck of a shadow.
Yeah.
See, as if some passed in sunlight, and you look around. It was just over your left hand, over your left shoulder.
Alright.
If you were facing down in that direction.
Yeah, I would be. So, yeah.
Swinging down. Asphyxia.
So, looking over and seeing Dane just going at nothing. I will move my spiritual weapon in a similar vicinity. So like 5, 10, 15, like here I guess, 20.
20.
And yeah, would I have seen that glimpse of like the shadow silhouette?
What's
That
your
you-
passive perception?
13.
No.
Well, I'm just gonna swing wildly with it then, I guess.
Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
15.
15? Swings in through there. Swings in again. Nothing.
Oh, this one has a high AC then. This is the big boy. Or oh no, maybe they. I'm guessing because they're in shadow. They're sneaky boys. Well, I think Sue's going to be like, well, that's Dane's issue now, and she's going to go over and see if it's okay.
Seriously?
Well, she didn't know. She didn't see anything. She just saw you doing these ones. So she didn't actually know there was something there.
The danger is past. Dane's just doing aerobics now.
Yeah. But you tried her damn.
Down.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
more energy.
As you head over to the guard and check him out, you see that coming from the coming from towards the temple
Uh-oh.
is what seemed to be the
Uh-oh.
priest, along with some guards,
Oh no.
in
It's a dickhead.
in full panic, calling out, "Everybody run! Get to your rooms! Get to shelter!" And you hear one this man who is ducked underneath his work table, pops his head up and goes, The dwellers are attacking! They've come for us!" And the priest looks at what's going on, and as they have made their way to the square, looks over towards the party by the downed, injured guards, and calls out, "Arrest them!"
Your stupid unicorn broke and summoned these wolves!
Oh my god. God, I don't want to have a prison episode. Please, I don't want to have a prison episode.
I'm too pretty for prison!
I've done my time.
You're not gonna bite that guy because
From over your shoulder, Dane,
Mm-hmm.
pouncing out onto Xylee, Asphyxia, is the last and final one who has made its way towards the
I
young
knew it.
elven girl.
Yeah, I guess it's not Dane's problem.
So, what would I get for its wisdom saving throw?
It is actually immune to these effects since it's one of its friends.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Oh wait, still gotta make a wisdom saving throw. That is correct. Thank you, good friend. That is correct.
What did you say? I thought so, bitch.
A 13.
My DC is 14.
Ooh.
So you don't have any other targets within range, so you lose your attack.
Yeah, that's right. Get fucked.
Exactly. Fuck me, right? So the dog comes out of the shadow and puts too much oomph in its jump as it leaps over top of Xylee, then begins to encircle and ensnares her. And as it's burning in sunlight, looks around. It's going to make a roll. You can see it woofs, just poof, into shadows and melds into the ground. Dana, you feel that portal open up just again slyly, and there's a small glow from the Nightstone as this wisp of smoke returns to it.
Oh,
So good.
I'm sure it's fine.
So did that guy see the wolf?
He's going to make a perception check.
No, he's blissfully ignorant.
Oh, actually, yeah, he's blissfully ignorant, especially with you,
Oh
with the
my
attention on y'all.
Damn it!
No, I should have said anything. Fuck.
God!
You see,
At
this.
least the god saw it happen.
There are a few more guards that begin to approach in and around as well, checking the scene of what the fuck is going on. Why can't I go over to there?
What the fuck is going on, guys? It's C here with another Let's Play.
What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up, Sia? Alright. So, excuse me while I just dance around the fucking map chat. So 2 more guards then begin to appear.
Oh, it's fine. This is fine. It's great. Love it.
Oh, shit. I keep forgetting about my abilities.
Yeah, can't forget about them.
I was reading through them before, but like, because I was like opening and closing them as I go, I checked the ones to either side. I thought I had this, so there's one, it's like kind of like my hunter's mark, but I choose one creature and I change all my like weapon damage to force damage.
Oh shit.
You do.
Yeah.
That's sick.
In D&D,
Thought I had
it is
that.
sort of important to remember your abilities.
But it's not under like, so the rest of my stuff is under spells, but this is under like,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
like
Yeah,
features
it's under
and
Features.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a spell like ability, not a spell.
So I like had a quick look through them and I was like, oh, it must be on that page. But it wasn't. I have like a lot of really similar abilities. Like, I choose you to do more damage and to take more hurt. Be more hurt by me. Thank
need
you.
some more tents. Sorry.
Well,
There we go.
it's time to rename the campaign Be Gay, Do Crime.
No, we're not criminals. Fuck you. I won't stand for this.
Well, that's not what this guard captain
Look.
thinks.
You're the one who's gay and we're the ones doing crime.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
So we out of initiative now?
We will be dropping out of initiative as this thing dances around. I feel like as you approach the girls, they look up, they stop screaming, look up at you, and just have tears. Just you begin to hear the cries of pain from the dwarf man as people are still running away from the area. But the bard seems to get up and come on over and go and check over the wounds.
Yeah, can
of
I
this
head
guy.
over to the dwarf as well?
Yes, you can.
And I'm gonna give him 3 hit points with lay on hands.
I'm going to head over to Xylee.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna try
Just
and
gonna
duck
stand
behind this
between.
wall and hide. Or like go into stealth.
All right, so you're going into stealth Adina Faye.
You go into stealth, suddenly your hands come up like this because they have to be, you know, like you start crouching and just go.
Wait, we did that so much when we were at the what is that?
Oh, I don't like this music.
I don't like this.
When we were at the show.
Why is there a Godzilla?
Yes.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why is that there? I need to delete that. Panic. Sorry.
So, is the dwarf alive?
The dwarf is basically on death's door.
Okay, yeah, so I used 3 hit points on him.
Yeah.
So he's okay.
So you bring him back. He's looks at you and goes, "Clan friend, thank you so."
You're almost welcome. Now get yourself to safety.
Yes, and he's just going to get up. He abandons his bag and everything, and the man beside him goes, "Thank you, Master Dwarf, for saving my friend."
You're most welcome.
And they both begin to run.
Ilmay to watch over you.
Thank you.
Was the guard still stable? Like, was he still alive?
He's still alive, but he's bleeding heavily and just looking up and just like, what was that? And his friend, no longer racked with pain, comes towards you and gives you a shove and says, "Get back! Get away from him!"
Don't worry, I was already gone. I just
Yeah, I was already gone as well. I was just like,
Okay, yeah, sorry.
This guy's like bleeding on the ground. I'm like, see ya.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we are away from you. Cool.
You then see, as the town folks have panicked and have run away, this woman pipes up and says, "It was them!" and points to Xylee, Asphyxia, and Celosia. "It's those dwellers! They're the ones who brought them here! They caused all this!"
I'm gonna make my way over there.
So will Ophelia.
You then see as the guards then begin to come in and surround your...
We didn't do this. We saved you.
There was something going on with the stone, and creatures came out and attacked. We did our best to defeat the present threat. Can I make a persuasion check, please?
You can make a persuasion check.
Thank you.
Do you think I would have wanted to get my leg mauled up? Just gonna point it out as well to try and show that she is hurt and to give Dane advantage.
Yeah, cool. And I'm also using my channel divinity, Emissary of Peace, so I get a +5 bonus to my persuasion.
Nice.
Alright, so you make that advantage with that +5.
Yeah, okay, so 22 + 5 is 27.
You see that they are very on edge, but as your words are backed with the essence and might of Ilmatar, this emissary of peace, you see the majority of the guards kind of look to each other and then look to their fellow brethren who were in the scruffle, and they give a bit of a nod. You kind of back down, but you see the priest goes, "Fools! Don't listen to these dwellers, they are the ones. You cannot contain your own magic that turns on yourself. You're all fools."
You ungrateful little...
Ophelia.
And Ophelia is still kind of filled with rage. Will sort of lunge, but not quite attack.
See? They're coming to attack me! Yeah, you see from him there are little suns that pop up from around him. 3 of them. These swirling little sun angel, these cherubs, carrying maces like suns, as if he's just cast a spell to defend himself. You stay back. You will feel the wrath of Lathander.
Oh, I want to kill him so bad.
I know, so do I.
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna walk
but
further
you've
towards
got here. Tell me what expertise in this exact situation you have when we have witnesses that saw us defending them. What good were you with your wrath of whomever you follow when you were hiding away in your little chapel whilst these people were being saved by us?
I see a man over there who is bled to death. It's on your heads, he is.
Oh, it's on our heads.
You caused this.
Something through
A witness!
And where's your proof?
A body! And the lady goes, this lady by the bakery, who was making crepes goes, "Yes, it was them! These dwellers! You're monsters!"
Standing behind her, I should just...
You're the monster.
It's time for you to die quietly.
Where's the dead body that he's pointing to?
Is it the one in the butcher area?
This
Like the
guy
one-
up here.
Yeah, that one. Thought so.
See,
whoopsie.
just swings around and points at her. Dwellers. I don't. You people.
Please,
And-
follow up Lathander. Lathander, can we please take a moment to discuss this peacefully? We don't need to throw around hasty words or, and I looked at Ophelia and say, make any hasty actions.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, because my thing lasts for 10 minutes, I still have another fucking +5, so...
You do. You can make it a disadvantage due to Ophelia's hostile actions.
Okay. I just rolled it, so I'm just going to roll again. So that's a 20 + 5 is a 25.
Dang.
Damn, still good.
Yes, hello, I'm Dane.
Hello, Dane. We love you. So, yeah. He looks at you and goes... He looks to the guards who have softened at the touch, especially at as they can feel the light. They feel some sort of divine grace coming from your words, and they're kind of questioning this religious leader of theirs to see if this is truly the right course, if they should hear you out or not. He looks to his men and goes, and ye shall remain at the scene. Drop your weapons
I
while we investigate what's happened.
I immediately drop my weapons and I like look everyone else in the eyes to do the same.
I want to kill him.
He then
Ophelia just chucks her weapon at the ground, hoping it would bounce.
Can I see Faye, or is she just like?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Alright, make me a stealth check then. You are in
Okay.
sunlight if you are there.
I have advantage because this is my, like, I'm an urban.
Urban terrain.
Okay, so it'll be a straight roll.
Stare. 8. I'm gonna use.
She's just like behind a crate.
I'm gonna use one of our luck points.
You are gone!
Now she's in the crate.
Now I am the crate.
You like just
No mistake.
you pop on down in between the crates and just
Yeah.
you just there.
Well, if it looks like they're gonna stay hostile, I'm gonna like try and peace out.
Yeah. So I then I look towards Sia, like I look Sia in the eye, just to stand down, like drop her quarterstaff.
She'll sigh and swing her quarterstaff back onto her back. If you make so much as one remove against us,
It won't come to that. I'll make sure. And I look at Asphyxia. How's she reacting to this?
Oh, she's just like blank face.
Yeah,
to everything
okay.
That's going on. But she's actually going to walk past Dane, like gracefully. She's
Yeah.
not making any hasty
No,
movement.
yeah.
And she's actually going to walk up to the guard that was bleeding.
He kind of takes a couple of steps back and he's got that tinge of fear in his eyes, but also he knows that you are responsible for. You know he knows, but at the same time he's scared.
You're a scary looking lady.
He
May I
doesn't.
ask your name?
Reginald.
Well, Reginald, if you would please come and explain to this charming man exactly what our involvement with this situation was. I believe probably a reputable guard of this town would be a little bit more a better judge than, say, a waffle maker screeching behind her stand. And I will side eye these. Wow.
She's still there, just like fucking making waffles.
She's still there. She's not making waffles now. She's just like at the side eye. She's like, puts her hands up, it's like, and then like starts making a holy gesture of Lefana towards you of exile.
You may want to flip it, it's burning. Reginald, this way, if you would.
Reginald sheepishly steps forward. Wrong, Reginald.
They're all Reginald!
every single person in this town is a Reginald.
Fuck.
Now, Reginald, how many of these hounds did we dispatch before everyone else got here?
I saw. Looks over towards the priest and looks at you. And it's just like, I saw the one, and it grabbed me. And that our cow on the ground since. You brought them here, did you? Did you?
We did not. That's why my friend cut its head off.
I'm gonna walk over to him and start stabilizing him, like, because wait, he is.
Yeah, he's injured.
Wait, what?
He is injured. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to, start tending to his wounds.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use my medicine kit just to,
Okay.
touch him up.
As you do that, he looks as you gesture to let him to let you do it. He does take a knee and says, "Well, I don't know what I saw to begin with, but they did dispatch them, Your Holiness. And he kind of snickers, goes, this is the investigation of our people and not from you. Step
Well, you don't seem very confident in what you're doing, and we have places to be.
You hear a... As your attention is drawn from behind, you see that there is a dwarf in half plate with a dwarven longsword at his hip, and he's carrying some sort of metallic, some sort of metal implement. Sia and Ophelia, and also everyone except for Dane recognizes it as a gun. As he's shot it into the air to get everyone's attention.
He has a gun?
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
Where have you got that? A gun. Yeah.
And Dane's just like, oh, it's a bang bang stick.
You see this dwarf looks over you, looks over the situation. This stern dwarf of many years and walls, his braided beard and hair flowing over his wolf pelt, with a cloak of green trim. Looks at the situation and goes, head on back to your chapel there, hero. The church's influence in this matter is not a problem. Especially when you're sticking your nose into my business in my town. Go on. Shh. And he and the priest saunters off and away. The guards kind of look at the dwarf and go to attention. Bypasses, goes up towards Sia. Goes, Miss.
Hello.
Pushes through you.
Oi!
And goes straight up to Dane.
Fuck are you?
Oh, they're dwarf buddies.
Doing these ones.
Puts a hand on your shoulder, and in
Are they gonna get a chest bump?
in dwarvish.
They're gonna kiss. That's how dwarves greet each other.
Well, actually, you know what? No. He kind of looks at you with. He looks at you, Dane, with.
He looks at you like he wants to kiss you, but he doesn't.
Not like he wants to kiss you, but with earnest sadness in his eyes, and he's just in dwarvish. He says, "Shame to hear about Oleg, young master Torun. He was a grand master of the Triad. You have his eyes."
Thank you. Your respects mean a lot.
Now, and then he switches back to common. If you kind folk would like to accompany me over to the fence over there, we can sort this mess out without that prick with us. Looks over towards the guards and goes, on your duty, Reggie, me. And begins to walk on past, and then looks at Ophelia and goes, very nice triceps, miss.
He
And
sort of nods.
as you are collected over to the side, he asks you pretty much one by one what happens and gets your story from the night, from the morning. It takes a bit of time, and you see while the questioning is going on, the guards are beginning to the guards that have been brought forth have brought in some more priests. Well, some more healers, basically brought in some first aid. All activity in the square has been shut down for today. You see that they have brought in more guards, and it is drawing quite a bit of a crowd to look into what's going on, especially with a dead body at the center of it. And after gathering the stories from everyone, if anyone would like to add anything to it,
Was there only one that died?
One person died with a few others injured.
Okay, thank God. I'm so glad only one died. Holy shit. I was gonna have that fucking weight on my conscience. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think I have anything particular I want to add. Oh, I want to say, I want to talk about, the possible... from what we know, the stone could be quite dangerous. It appears the creatures had something to do with it, so I believe we should, at the very least, quarantine the stone of some such to be able to, if we have anyone who can investigate, send them to check for magical influences over it, because it is obviously connected in some way.
Make a perception check real quick.
Yeah. Perception. 7.
Cool.
I fucking love that when you make a perception check and then the DM's like, yep.
Yep.
Everything seems normal.
Yeah, good.
The ripple of energy that when Asphyxia at the start of the game saw around the silhouette, the purple energy, would she have recognized it from the same purple energy that the undead had when we were in the forest? Like it was the same purple kind of ripple?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
I would give that information as well.
So
By the
what, are
way,
we explaining the whole
they
deal then?
go with
Well,
it.
no, that because if that's in the center of the town as well, so that they're aware that this is something that is in the area. Like it's not just something
not
they need to be
exclusive.
aware of from the stone. It has been something that has shown up in the surrounding forest and stuff.
Yeah, alright.
This dwarf looks at you, goes,
It all started happening when the she'll nod over to the now broken unicorn statue. When that broke,
How'd you get your hands on that, miss?
I didn't. I mean,
Looks to Xylee.
Yeah, we looked at Xylee.
she broke it.
She was actually in the process of returning it.
We were on our way to meet with Lady of the Town.
Ah, Lady Veruza. Well, this is just getting interesting by the day. My name is Marshal Neventa Dankill.
That's a very long name, and I'm not going to remember it.
Want to say that again, very less grizzly.
Marshal Neventa Dankill.
Noventa?
You can call him Marshal or Noventa.
Norventa.
Noventa.
All right, Nev.
Thank
And
you.
what's his surname?
Dankill. Dankil. Dankill.
Denkel. Alright.
Dank.
Because he's Dankill. He's dank and he's the illest. So, with that, he looks at you all and says, well, despite the push from the religious pressure, and glances a side eye over his shoulder towards where the temple is. Not for indirectly being responsible for this sad death and injury situation. Though I don't blame you, though I do commend you for your actions, for helping. stopping this. And especially for the theft of the totem. Which, here, under law, is imprisonment for life.
Oh, great.
Though, in the company of Eldereth Veluthra, well, the actions of this situation will be brought forth towards Lady Valrosa Nandar for judgment. Though, I will stand by your side. I can't make this call. If you have anyone you wish to call upon, you can speak their names. For the moment, I will need you to relinquish your weapons until you are brought forth before her. I will help you. I believe I did not mean any ill intent, although with the totem.
Well, I'm sorry. You're probably going to have to dismember me because I can't just relinquish these.
Oh, I like you.
He's not the only one with guns.
Did you say you hate me?
I know I like you, miss.
Oh,
And if you're found innocent, if you ever want a job, I've got one for you.
this one here is pretty strong as well, and she's pointing at Ophelia.
Ophelia's just stretching.
If you're looking for more information on this matter, it would be worthwhile checking on Dynasty and Ram, because they also have
Hold on a second.
accounts.
Hold on.
He's a snitch.
You said Ram.
Ram, yes.
He's been missing for 2 weeks.
Yes, we went to investigate the missing peoples, and that is what got us into all this mess. We found him and returned him.
Well, I think you've just gone up in my books, you lot.
What were you looking for him?
He's been missing for 2 weeks.
I meant, apart from the being missing, were you looking for him for any particular reason, or just out of the kindness of your heart?
Well, when someone's wife reports their husband is missing, usually there's processes and procedures to follow, miss.
Oh, and Marshall, I also believe it would be relevant to inform you that we found one of yours who had the corpse of one of yours on the edge of the forest. And I look over to Ophelia.
Oh, Jabal.
She just sort of puts her head down.
Looks up at you, Ophelia, and goes, oh, I didn't want it to be true.
I know them well. I'm raised by halflings.
Slowly but surely, you lot are
A weird bunch?
Strange.
strange but kind.
I'm terribly sorry we hadn't come and reported this to you earlier. We only got in last evening.
Come on. I'll take you to the guard barracks before I bring you before the lady. Trust me, you won't be put in chains. But you'll have to let her know. Except for you, little one. And he looks down at Xyle. For the moment, I'm going to have to put you in a cell. You'll be under guard. You'll be okay.
I don't trust that.
See ya. They'll take care of her.
Will they?
I
Can
trust.
I go with her?
You want to put yourselves in chains with her? That's fine by me.
I mean, I got nothing better to do. And you four seem to be better at investigating than I do.
Out there.
Just to let you know, we'll be getting statements from all who were present today.
So where the fuck is Faye right now?
She's hidden.
You didn't go with him.
No, but yeah, if you're not there, where are you?
She's
Like,
just lurking.
looking where?
Well,
would-
roll
would-
perception. Never you mind.
I just want to know what Faye's up to,
You would've,
you know?
like,
The side story.
she's not doing crime, okay? She's like,
She's not doing crime. Okay.
She's just
well,
being
like, she would've
gay.
been nearby, so she would have sort of like followed at a distance, but she.
The dwarf comes up to you, Ophelia, and goes, "Very nice weapon, but you are going to have to hand it over to me."
As long as I get it back.
I have to see what the lady has to say first. Hands up. As he takes the axe, he gestures over to the two guards who bring over manacles. And one of the guards slaps the manacles onto Xylee's wrists.
Be gentle.
I go to Xylee and I'm just like, I put my hand on her shoulder and like, Xylee, we will fix this, I promise.
I know, it's just... Our people have just never gotten along.
I know. Just trust me, okay?
Okay. I feel like for you, they have to kind of use two because of your large wrists. But they slap you. They gently put them on, and the dwarf pats you on the back and says, "Just for show for the moment."
Marshall,
understand.
if I might ask, how did you know my father?
You see, before I came down south, there's a few wars on. Those wars led me to get away from the spine. To come down here and live out the rest of my days in peace. It was... To be honest with you, when the fire started, I wasn't too far away. I was next refinery over. I think it was then when I decided it was time to put up my warhammer and take on a more civil duty. I heard no one goes there still. Still just a shell of what it was. Lost to ash. I'm sorry, boy.
Thank you. Anyway, let's get moving.
Come on. Martian Aventa then takes the party towards Nanda Keep, crossing the bridge that spans the two moats. A quite higher island than a raised island up out of the river that surrounds the town of Nightstone. As you're taken in, you take a sharp turn right and are led down into the dungeons below of Nightstone. Into the guard barracks. The party is told to wait under guard. You are taken of your weapons, while Asphilia and Xylee are ushered off downstairs under escort from Reginald and Martian Aventa.
Can I wink at one of the guards while they're putting chains on?
I don't think we're under chain. I don't think we have chains.
Yeah.
I mean, if you act up, you can get changed.
Oh well, I do like change when it's all consensual.
It,
Dog.
a guard looks at you and is just like,
Jesus Christ.
Thomas. Yeah. You got this lot. And begins to walk away, and he sees burly man look over and be like, and just watches you. However, put downstairs, down into the cells below, into the same small little space, two bunks hang out from the walls. You were sat there, Ophelia, as Marshall undoes the lock and takes off your manacles and then goes over to Xylee, takes off hers and looks at her. Incredibly brave for coming here, young miss. Stupid. Brave. Some would think this would be an act of war, especially on our day. Xylee kind of turns her head away and says, "It's a risk I was willing to take. I needed to quell something worse than war. You have my curiosity, young one. We'll talk later." And he leaves the cell. Closes the door. Asphyxia, Adina Faye.
Yes.
Where were you during all this? You were bearing witness to the entire thing of your stealthy stealth.
I don't really know what that is. I could do. I might go back to
Some people, you can kill some people.
Laugh. You can laugh and hidden.
people. Okay, I'm laughing and hidden. Actually, can I go back to I can't remember her name. The tiefling?
Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Yeah, can I go back to their house and tell them what happened?
You can. As you go there and inform them about what's happened, they Dynasty rolls her eye and goes, "Oh. Well, best we go and make a scene." And you see she comes down 15 minutes later in a very formal mage robe. Looks at you and puts on a monocle and says, "Come on now, dear." And
I love her.
leaves out the door. Ram in tow. Ram's looking quite nice as well. Wearing a like penguin coat. I've forgotten the name.
A tuxedo?
Like a tailcoat?
Tailcoat. That's the one.
He's wearing a penguin print suit.
He is a
Exactly.
He is
Can you
flying
tell him-
into a penguin.
Penguin!
Did Faye tell them that Dane be snitching?
I mean.
I don't think she would have heard.
Yeah.
The next morning, as you spend the night in jail, you were brought before Lady Nanda.
Oh shit, that's pretty.
She is standing at the bottom of her stairs, reading through a text. To her side, there are a majority of witnesses there, standing and sitting in these fine chairs. There is also Priestman, the Marshal, along with Adina Faye, Ram,
The other edgy one.
the other edgy one, and this priest who looks at you all scornfully. Just disgusting. You also see the Summerhawks. They're holding each other's hands tightly, and as Ophelia and Xylee are brought before her in chains, the rest of you surrounded by guards. She closes the book. It appears that alliances are never made to last in this day and age.
Alliances.
If you want war, we will give it to you. And with that, we'll end our session.
Oh.
Ah. Boo!
Yeah. I
Yay!
was just about to put on my diplomacy pants. Oh.
Save the diplomacy pants for next time.
Okay.
I can't believe you're not wearing pants. What the fuck, Todd?
I'm
No,
not wearing pants.
I'm just wearing my combat pants, not my diplomacy pants.
Aww.
Fortunately.
Aww.
Dog killing pants.
Not the
Oh.
bows.
Also, by the way,
Puppy punching pants.
is the priest's name Eldreth Veluthra? Is that him?
No, that is the name of the of Xylee's people.
Ah. Okay. Alright, I'll have to fix up my notes.
I was actually meant to send you the information about this priest the other day, but now that I think about it, I might
Oh,
have.
it's the same priest.
Yes.
But he didn't fucking recognize me or anything?
Okay, so I may have fucked up there, but he does recognize you. But being in company of
Yeah,
dwellers,
he's
his opinion of you has dropped quite
Wait,
dramatically.
Okay. Like, if that's like, I know that it was like an oversight, but imagine if he was like, he sent you to find this thing and you come back with it and he's like, fuck you!
But you stole it!
Fuck you! You stole it.
At least you have that as an argument for next week.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Hi, I'm Dragons and Cats. I'm useless at what I do.
You have one job.
I have too many chops.
You have one.
Ah. So, I hope you all liked tonight's session. Let's start our hellos and goodbyes, and tell us where we can find all you wonderful people that are here with us tonight. Let's start with Cat Roulette.
Hello, I am Cat or Jimmy. I guess since we introduced our characters before, we're not doing that again?
Yeah, no, just where we can find you.
Okay, yeah, fuck our characters. This is about us.
Exactly.
I am
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. But like, gently. No, no, fuck up. And I'm also a streamer sometimes. And if you'd like to see my non-police related art, please visit it.
We broke Moth. We broke Moth.
Why is this so funny? Oh god.
I'm sorry.
And next,
It's fine.
and next, Aliciera.
Hi or bye. I'm Alishira. I am a cosplayer and streamer. You can find me as Alishira on any social media that I have. I will be moving next week full-time streaming, so it will be on 5 days minimum a week.
Wow.
And yeah,
cool.
That's a lot of Morrowind.
I do content. I do content of
It's
description.
Morrowind.
Hey yo, we content.
Yeah.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah. And I have 2 cats that will probably be there a lot, including this chubby one and the loud one who's actually asleep for once. So yeah,
Oh, good.
if you want, let's not say quality content, but content, then
Morrowind content.
some content. There will definitely be Morrowind content, Elder Scrolls content.
Everyone go follow Alicia now, please.
Yes, you can also find the links links to our casts down below, just in our doobly doops down below. So that was sending
Love a
you
good
straight to
doop-doop.
Exactly. Viridian Knight, you're next.
Ah. Hi, I'm V of Viridian Knight, and I don't do anything half as cool as the rest of the other people here. I just kind of exist on the internet. But depending on how things go, it probably won't be this week, but next week will hopefully be able to find me in Kyle's other campaign, Dragons and Cats. And I get to play my good tiefling girl that I've been wanting to play for like be close. I don't know how long it's been.
Close to a year, pretty much.
Close to a year.
Gosh.
And I miss her.
She's a
Or
goodie.
maybe she's dead and she hasn't been alive for the last 2 years and they're just on a wild goose chase.
That would be cruel of me. No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would.
I
Yeah, you would.
Karma just playing out her fantasies.
Alright, who's calling out now? Our guys. Our friends. Next up is Marv.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
Oh.
I'm Scarlet Moth. You can find me on Twitter at that Scarlet Moth. I'm a cosplayer, artist, D&D player and D&D lover, often shitposter, going through a time right now, but hopefully things are going to be getting back on track soon. Going to be starting a new D&D campaign over on my channel, which is just Scarlet Moth. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. And it's a Planescape campaign, which will be very fun. I'm bringing 4 players into the city of Sigil, but we'll be finding out how they've gotten there first.
Oh no.
Also, I'll be opening up some applications for an Elder Scrolls D&D game very shortly. I've almost finished the application sheet, and I'm looking for people who love Elder Scrolls to play in it. And it's going to be a series of little short adventures, almost like an anthology of things for a bigger adventure.
Wonderful. And we could just find that on your Twitters. It'll be announced on the tweets.
It will
or-
be announced on my Twitters.
No worries. You can also find Scarlett's Twitters down below in the dooply doop. Just gotta click and go over to there, so you can check up on the what's new for Elder Scrolls.
You can check up on me being your regular everyday trash person.
Yeah. Hey, all of us here too. Finally, we have Merv.
Hi, I'm Todd. I'm Marv most places. You can find me Marv with 4 M's on Twitter. I am a 3D artist, and I do some cool shit very rarely because I'm slow. But if you do want to see my art and check it out, go have a look. Yeah, thanks.
Indeed. And I am Dragons the Cat. I had a nice, fun session tonight. I may have prepared this session like 2 weeks ago, and then just checked all my notes tonight. But hey, combat fills time and progresses story. So you can catch me on Wednesday night for the said Dragon's Brew D&D campaign. You can also catch me on Tall Squall's channel at 4 a.m.
This one.
That one, Bourbon Storm Publishing. That one.
This one.
That one. For, yes, Skag, you know it. At 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, woo, to play some D&D with our wonderful cross the globe fam. Anyway, till next time, friends, foes, and familiars, peace out. Keep rolling 20s. Mwah. We love ya. Bye.
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 Are we still live? Oh.